That's the torsion bar right there. Goes all the way up to the control arm. Right over there. And right under there is your key. There's your torsion bar key being held up by one bolt. You got this cross bar here that the bolt goes into. What you do is you compress. There's actually another spot on the key, and you take the 5-tone puller and you push it up in there, like Andrew's doing, and then you just tighten it down and compress the torsion bar key enough to loosen this thing up, and you'll see it's so loose that you can just sit there and wiggle it. And then once you take that bolt out, then you drop it. Drop this very carefully. Drop the 5-tone puller. And then what happens is, on the other torsion bar key over here, is that it moves freely. Here. See that? And then what we're going to do is we're going to just loosen up that one, and then we'll move this whole cross member here, slide it down and back, instead of trying to push the torsion bar forward, because it's pretty tied up in there. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll update you. But there's not many YouTube videos out here on how to do this, so we're going to help you out. Now Andrew has just tightened this 5-tone puller down, and as you can see right here, I got my flashlight out again. I got it, yeah. Alright, so right there is the, look at how it's moving. That's just from this bolt right here. Yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to loosen that bolt. Make sure that when you see how it's moving so much up there, but make sure that you mark the threads before you pull this out so you can put it back in again. I just counted the threads because there were so few. Alright, now we're just going to pop on a different socket, which is 18 on this 95, 18 millimeter, and then put it on our cheater bar. Dude, this thing's all locked up.
See how ugly he is.
Alright. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Alright. We're standing up high because we don't want to freaking that thing bust once. This thing has a lot of weight on it. Loosen it slowly at first. Alright, so what we're doing is we're taking this cross member apart, or off, so we can just slide it back instead of moving the torsion bars into the lower control arm down there. So, what we did was we took this bolt out right here, but then we realized that there's a bolt up there. And honestly, you don't have to take this bottom bolt out, I don't think. Yeah, what do you need?
Put welding rod on this material.
He's taking out over there. But what has to happen is this bolt right here will slide. Will slide into the frame from the hole over here. So you gotta be careful about that. Real careful. That'd suck. Alright, so what's happening is this exhaust is in the way. The cat right there. And this new thrush that I put on, to turn down, and it's in the way for the cross member to back out, which I'm sure y'all saw that all along, thinking how we're going to mess with that and get that out of the way. Well, this is what we're going to do. We're just going to raise it up with the jack. Just enough, and that's it right there, Andrew. And with the Harbor Freight Special jack stand, floor jack. Harbor Freight. When your life is on the line, it works half the time. Alright, so we just backed it off. And where did it go? What does that look like? Should just pop right out now. Do you want to take a pry bar and pry it off there? Now, what ended up happening is that cross member just ended up falling. Honestly, let me turn on the light. Cross member just ended up falling off, and you see a torsion bar and sticking over there, and right there. Stop kicking me! Stop kicking me! And so there's the cross member. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take it down the road here onto someone else's land. And spray it off. Nah, not really on someone else's land. We're just gonna spray it off with some degreaser and get that thing clean. And we're also gonna do the same for the tower, not tower rod ends, the torsion bar ends, so that, you know, it's clean. I mean, why have it out? Why not? You know, so do it right.